Hey guys, look who it is. Wait, let me see if I can get some of the car out of the way. Hi y'all, long time no see. I know, your girl has been lifing. I have been busy. I am reporting live from my car because this is my part-time office. I'm at a property I'm getting ready to show to a client, and I'm really early. I like to be here early so I can, get prepared for the showing. But I've already done all my preparations, and so now I got a little time. Actually, I have an hour. But I was already out in the area, so I decided to do this reading. So like I mentioned, it's been a long time. I know I disappeared on you guys, but I needed to. I needed that time away in order to go through some changes in my life. I had a birthday since the last time you guys saw me. I am officially divorced, which I wasn't the last time you guys saw me. I was doing human resources the last time you guys saw me, and now I am a realtor. And I was really struggling with my readings and things because of the pushback I got from my family, particularly my mother. It was really difficult with her. However, the difficulty was because I was just so codependent and needing validation and all that stuff at my ripe old age. And now it's just like, check in if you want to, check in if you don't, but this is what I do. And I really had to make a decision about whether I was going to sacrifice my life and my purpose to make other people comfortable, because I have a different calling and a different path than they do, because I was suffering. If you don't do what you're supposed to do in life, you suffer. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I pray about being rewarded for all of my hard work, it was just like, you blocking your own rewards because you won't step out on your path. This is where your rewards and your alignment is going to come from, when you just do you and get out of your own head about it, and all, and not try to avoid conflict when it comes to living your life. You can avoid business conflict, you can avoid friendship, relationship conflicts, but when it's time for you to follow your purpose and it rubs other people the wrong way, that's a sacrifice that you're not supposed to make. That's a compromise that you're not supposed to make. Otherwise, you'll never reach your fullest potential. And so I had to go through a lot of things to get to that point, but I'm here now. And I had a request a few months ago from a subscriber to do this reading on a child named DeJuan Sims. And I told them that I was going to do it. And then I did it amongst myself just to see what it looked like. But then I never did the public reading. So this is for my subscriber who asked me to read DeJuan Sims. And actually, it was really sad when I read it, and really unfortunate, because the mother of DeJuan Sims, it took her secrets to the grave with her. That's what I got immediately. But I won't tell you what I saw then, even though, I know what the cards are going to say. I'll just let you guys see it. So DeJuan Sims, I'm just going to give a brief run through of the case. I can't remember how old he was when he was missing, maybe 4, maybe 6, something like that. But the mother claimed that she, showed up to the mall with him and he disappeared at the mall. And then she went and got help, and then they went and ran back all the security footage, and they never saw her with any child. She tried to say that another woman with the child was her and her child, but it was not. And then instantly, the first thing that came to my mind when I watched the video of the case was that baby never left this house. And that's obvious, but that's exactly what I got. So I'm just going to get it started because I don't want to be before you guys too long. So with that being said, I would like to call upon the energy of DeJuan Sims, wherever you are, transitioned or not. transition or still missing somewhere where you can't speak up for yourself, I would like to call on the spirit and the energy of DeJuan so that we can publicly get your story out, because people want to know about you. And I get the impression that you want people to know what happened to you too. So with that being said, let's let DeJuan speak. As you guys know, I don't really ask specific questions off top. I just pull cards and then see where it takes me. I let the spirits speak for themselves. Nine of Cups. Usually these messages start, because I'm communicating with spirits, you know, I don't just call them up and then they just hop into the reading. But I got this earlier when I asked if I should do the reading, and I got this. And not only has the person who asked about this been waiting and is very, DeJuan has been waiting on me to get my shit together and get back to it, because I read him privately and he told me his story, and I was supposed to, I told him that I was going to do his story publicly, but I was still, going through some changes and trying to get my life together. So this is a message for me, and I won't even, elaborate on it. Good job for doing what you think is best for you. And for, you tried to avoid conflict, so you took a break. That's what that is. You tried to avoid conflict, so you took a break. And that's exactly what happened. So thank you, DeJuan, for that message. I would really like. And then as I got ready to shuffle, look, the Empress, my mother. All right. So I'm actually going to leave this out. And then we're going to start talking, DeJuan. Let's look into this Empress. What about your mother? What about your mother? I don't want to say what I just heard because it could be my opinion. It partly is. So I'll just wait till the cards come out. Look. Ten of Swords. My death card. My murder card. This is always my homicide card or my wrongful death card. All right, DeJuan. Let's talk about tu madre. Her boyfriend. Wheel of Fortune reverse. King of Cups. All right, well. Ooh. Abuse. Fighting. Ooh. DeJuan's mother's boyfriend didn't necessarily care for her child. He didn't care about taking care of another man's baby. He wasn't his father, so he really didn't feel like he had to show him any love. And DeJuan's mother supported that. What I got in my mind when I first pulled the card was weak. Weak. And this is so similar to the energy I got when I read, I can't remember the baby girl's name, but she was one of the last readings I did. And actually the person who reached out to me and asked me to read DeJuan is a person who knows another person that I read and reached out to me to let me know about the accuracy of my reading. So, boo, I'm curious about whether you have any, spiritual intuition as well, because you just might. You should look into that, because it's ironic that you asked me to read DeJuan Sims, and the situation is so similar to the girl that you knew. But her mother, DeJuan's mother, had a boyfriend who did not see any reason to look after another man's child. All right, I want to look into this Emperor reverse. What is this sword? Four Swords. The Hangman. And the Page of Swords reversed. What's in the bottom? Well, after it happened, they stayed together for a little while, I believe. They stayed together, but he stayed with her to make sure that she didn't say anything after the fact. That was the only reason. I don't know if he was abusive to the mom, but he did have a hold on her. But that was also partly due to her own, her own insecurities and stuff like. What I see on the bottom is that she got rid of her child because it's almost like she wanted to be single again. She couldn't have this baggage with this man in her life. And at first I thought it was the boyfriend who did it. And when I did the first reading, I saw that he was the one who was the aggressor and she was there helping him cover it up. But I'm not sure if maybe she was the one who did it this time because she didn't want to lose her man. She didn't want to lose her man because he didn't necessarily care for her having a child. And I think that he was cheating. He had a side girlfriend and he was going to leave her. She had to do something. He was going to leave the mother. Her boyfriend was going to leave her. He had another woman. I think the other woman didn't have kids. Yeah. Huh. This lady wanted to be single. Look. I ain't even look at that. She killed him. She killed her own son because she wanted to be single. And then she moved out of town to avoid anyone finding out. She moved out of town to avoid being caught. And the first time I read this, I saw that the authorities really had a hard time with this case because they feel like this woman was able to get one over on them. They know, but they never had the hardcore proof and evidence. They never had any evidence to, stick it to her. And they felt like, this black woman was smart enough to get away with murder all her life and then take her secret with her to the grave. They wanted to get her, though. They really did, but they couldn't legally. But they knew, if any of the authorities see this, or if any of you guys know any of the law enforcement that worked on that case, I guarantee you they have said or they will say, we knew she did it and we knew how she did it. We just never got the smoking gun. And part of that was because they never recovered his body. All right, DeJuan, what next? He was in her way. He was in her way. And creating obstacles in her relationship. Look, at one point, I think she was a nurturing mother, and then she got with him and then changed. She got with him and changed. All right, DeJuan. So what happened? What happened to you the day that you disappeared? What happened to you the day that you disappeared? Your mother said that she lost you in the mall. Is that true? Did someone take you out of that mall? Were you abducted by someone in the mall? The mother did take a lie detector test, and I believe she failed. Either that or she was supposed to take a lie detector test and wouldn't. One or the other, but I think it was the former. What happened to you that day? Did you actually leave the house with your mother? Did you actually go to the mall? Did you see the mall that day, DeJuan? She went there by herself. She was at that mall by herself. DeJuan, she was at the mall by herself. And they found that out watching the security cameras. They know that she left that house alone. And that woman that they saw on the camera was not her. So yes, when they saw the security tapes and saw that she was there by herself, and then they saw her try to accuse another woman that was in there with her child who was absolutely not her, that's when they knew. That's when they knew, for one, that she had left the house on her own. Look, she left on her own. Came up with a lie to hide what she had done. And then she wouldn't help the authorities. She wouldn't give them any kind of clues. Look, she wouldn't tell them anything. Magician reverse, Queen of Swords reverse. These are both air sign cards, communication. She could have gave them something, but she stopped talking and stopped helping them. And we all know that. We know that she stopped helping the police after they start questioning her a little bit more. She stopped talking and she moved. So I would like to know, since you already let us know that she left the house on her own, what happened to you, DeJuan? What happened to you? I hear mix up the cards. Mix up the cards. Mixing up the cards. Whew, I hope they got AC on in there because it's hot. All right. What happened to you, DeJuan, since you never left that house with your mother? What happened? There was arguing going on in that house that day. They argued. The relationship was over. And that's when she came up with her plan to keep him from leaving. She said, I will get rid of this baby to keep my man from leaving. So what did she do to you? Give me a card to know how you passed away. Were you beaten to death? Were you drowned? Was it something else to let us know how you were taken from this life, DeJuan? The Magician reverse. I honestly... Ace of Cups. I would like to say that she drowned him, because I got that the last time. The last time I think I got the Star card and a bunch of other cards that had water in it, and it put me in the mind of being held down in the tub. I think that because there are a lot of things on this table on the Magician's card. She thought about how she was going to do it. She thought about stabbing him. She thought about, beating him. She thought about all those things. And I think she chose to drown him. These are both water sign cards. Pisces cards. She drowned him. Page of Swords reversed. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Five of Wands. She got what she wanted. This was the card. The Star card. I think I pulled this, or the Temperance, or the Star card, that made me think about the water. She drowned him, I believe, and then she came up with the story about him being taken from the mall, even though she knew that they never left that house. He never left, look, he never left that house alive. Page of Wands, this is a child. Page of Cups is usually my girl child. Page of Wands, because it's a fire sign with a phallus, is usually my little boy card. She knew that that child never left the house. Strength in reverse. All right. All right, DeJuan, any closing remarks? Mix up the cards. DeJuan will never get justice because his mother took her secrets to the grave. However, for whomever is thinking about this baby, you give him justice. We lend our energies to spirits to empower them. You know, Jesus was a powerful entity for a long time until the Pluto and Scorpio generation who pulled away from the church. And now you see the church starting to, dwindle a little bit. And that's because the collective energy. All right, sorry about that little break in the video. I was in the car, my phone ran hot. It wouldn't let me use it until it cooled down. And now I had to come inside of this property because it was hot in my car. And I didn't come in because I didn't think that the air was on in here, but it's really cool. So I'm just gonna finish out the video in here before my client arrives. But my question to DeJuan was, what are your closing words? What do you have to say to us who care about you, who care about what happened to you? What do you have to say? What would you like to say that you never got a chance to say while you were alive? He must think I'm cute, because I instantly thought to show y'all how good I look. All right. Justice. I'm sorry. DeJuan wants justice. DeJuan wants justice. He wants the truth uncovered. He wants what was done to him uncovered. And actually, the Queen of Cups, I think that is me. That is a spiritual person, tarot reader, things like that. This is me. And I'm a Libra as well. So I'm not saying that DeJuan is saying, his final words are me. But this is his justice. This is his justice. Uncovering the secret of what was done to him. This for DeJuan is justice. Thank you to my follower, because he wants you to know this. Thank you to my subscriber who requested this, because you said that you've always thought about him and you've been carrying him and keeping him alive even in your energy, and then passing him on to mine so that I can make it public what allegedly happened to him. And this is all alleged. Of course, we know that no one was ever charged. Bringing what was done to light. No one was ever charged with this. So everything in this video is alleged. But I'm going to look into this justice card. I mean, technically, if anybody did want to sue me for defamation, wouldn't you have to prove that what I'm saying is wrong, is a lie? And who wants to open up that can of worms besides the police and us? Obviously, it doesn't matter because his mother is dead. I mean, it does matter because she is no longer living. But DeJuan has family. Anyways, justice. Let's look into this. It's been so long. It's been so long. It's been so long, and nobody knows for sure what she did. Look at all these swords upright. Because she refused to tell the truth. Look at that. She didn't want anybody to find out what she did. She took that with her. Look. She took that with her to her grave. Justice for DeJuan. In any way you can get it. Justice for DeJuan. And thank you guys for welcoming me back. I am here. I will be giving you guys videos once a week at least. I can commit to that. Because I do have clients and your girl is very, very busy. So I also still have my music page. So that is Adina the Artist. Let me see if I have any business card to flash y'all. I do. If you're ever in Florida and you need a house, holler at me. Holler at your girl. And if you'd like for me to pull cards for you too, I'm about that life. You know what I'm saying? I do it. Anyways, you guys, thank you for being my faithful subscribers, and thank you guys for believing in my gifts and abilities. Because believe it or not, you know, I do have a tribe now. I have been blessed to cut ties with a lot of people who were hindering me and causing me a lot of pain. And now I have a little small tribe of ride or dies who love me, who understand me, and who pour into me just like I pour into them. And so I'm good. And believe it or not, you guys are my tribe too, because you guys have always encouraged me and thanked me for the videos. And I'm sorry that I wasn't reciprocal in that, because I did abandon you guys. But I hope you guys know that I've worked out all of my internal issues. I've healed. And justice for DeJuan. Bye, guys.